Back to our top story now, or one of our top stories. Former US President Donald Trump charged on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. Really is unprecedented occurrence in US political history, and Dipti has been looking through the papers on it for us.
Well, Stuart, you said it. That word unprecedented is really the tone we're getting from a lot of the U.S. papers today. Donald Trump himself said he never thought something like that could happen in America. Words that are echoed, at least by Time magazine today, at least in sentiment. You see this headline here. It says unprecedented on its front, on the cover of its latest edition, and that very striking image of fingerprint, but also resembling Donald Trump's orange-hued skin and grimace. You'll see similar sober headlines from other newspapers as well, like the New York Daily News. Normally a paper we're used to seeing sort of splashy tabloid-type headlines. Today it just says, under arrest, Trump charged with 34 felony counts, also noting that he has pleaded not guilty to all those charges. He's charged with falsifying information regarding hush money he allegedly paid to two women, including the former porn star Stormy Daniels, before the 2016 election in exchange for their silence about reported sexual relations. USA Today focusing on those women, in particular Stormy Daniels, who it puts on its front page, this back from 2018 when she attended a federal hearing. So USA Today clearly choosing a photo of the women who have, it says, whittled away at Trump's power.
You found the Illustrated Press as well, haven't you, Dipti? You've been furiously etching their reactions.
That's right. This is from the Times cartoonist Peter Brooks, who sort of scoffs the idea of America First, the sort of idea, the slogan of Donald Trump's 2016 presidential campaign, because indeed now Trump is the first American president to appear before court. So the cartoonist sort of picking up on that irony. Brazilian cartoonist Tiago is far less subtle. He sees Donald Trump attending that hearing yesterday in Manhattan in his lipstick-stained underwear with lingerie on his bed as he claims his innocence. Stuart.
What a lovely image. Here to France now. The Interior Minister, Gérald Darmanin, is going to have to answer to MPs today. This is over the use of excessive police force against protesters in recent pension reform demonstrations.
That's right. It's making the French papers today, in particular Libération, the left-wing opposition in France and left-wing paper Libération, accusing the Interior Minister and Emmanuel Macron's government of a double standard. It accuses the government notably of use of sort of repression from all directions when it comes to the far left and a deafening silence when it comes to the far right. In its edition today, the paper also looks at the lack of government communication over the deleting of an ultra-right group on the messaging app Telegram, which is planning violent actions against foreigners, left-wing MPs and journalists. The paper reminding the government that in the past 10 years of the attacks thwarted by authorities, only one came from the far left, while 7 of them came from the far right. Stuart.
Finally from Dipti, you're going to be na-na-na-ing for the rest of the day, because this is about a new study showing why some songs kind of get stuck in your head, and it's got nothing to do, apparently anyway, with how catchy they are.
No, it's a new study from the University of New South Wales in Australia. They found earworms, which is a term for when a song gets stuck in your head, most likely stick around when, first of all, our brains are in a state of relaxation. And these songs stick around not because they're catchy, but because they're repetitive, which is something that our brains are sort of programmed to respond well to. That's why if you have a song stuck in your head, Stuart, it's usually the hook from the chorus. And if you like the song, the feeling of it sticking around in your head all day is actually quite pleasant. If you don't like the song, well, it procures those sort of unpleasant feelings of trying to, get rid of a song that you cannot get rid of. A previous study that this study actually refers to found Lady Gaga's Bad Romance, Gautier's Somebody I Used to Know, Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody, and Kylie Minogue's very aptly named Can't Get You Out of My Head songs as the most persistent earworms.
Na, na, na.
Oh, God.
Na, na, na. It's going to be going round and round in my head, and now it's going to be going round and round in yours as well.
Thank you so much for that.
Can't help it, can't help it. Thanks very much, Dipti. You're on with the papers on France 24. The worst is when you get TV themes, like even the France 24 music starts going round and round in your head.